Hello, I'm Andre, and in this video we're going to talk about how to make API requests, save responses in your variables, in your skills, and use the responses as you need them. So it's pretty easy to make an API request with BotTalk. The whole reason why we built it is to make this kind of things possible, and not just blindly use any API request, but also use parameters inside of this request. So just a reminder, we are building a skill that is getting the latest price information for Bitcoin and other currencies. And as you can see, there's a parameter here inside BTC, which could be another coin ID. We already showed you how to translate the slots, Bitcoin, Ripple, Ethereum, human readable slots into the IDs. If you didn't see this video, just look at our channel. Yeah, so basically what we want to do is copy this, right? And then after the initial step, after the user was kindly asked to provide the coin name, and he says, how much is coin name or what is the price of coin name, we already have got two things. We've got this intent, and we linked it to a step. So we're in this step right now. We saved the human readable Bitcoin to ID. So we have both. We have actually coin name as a variable and the coin ID, and we're showing it right here. So what we can do next is introduce a new action called, let's go back to documentation. Just a reminder, the link to the documentation is right here in the left bottom section. So you open the documentation, and the action is called get URL. So you go here and say, okay, get URL, and what you need to do is to provide a URL. We already copied this, so we introduce it right now. And instead of hard coding, we of course want to use a coin ID right here as a parameter, and we'll be fine with the USD. So we're making this request. The thing that is coming back from this URL, the BotTalk is saving it in the variable called URL response. So after making a request, we could say something like the latest price of coin name is, and then $, URL response dot USD. As you can remember, here's the one thing, or kind of one key called USD. So in order for us to get to this key, we just go ahead and say URL response dot USD. Yeah, so that's basically it. And let's just connect this to the next step right away, so we can make it to a loop. So every time the price is set, it just goes back to the initial steps and asks us, okay, what is the coin name you're interested in? Just for us to test it really quickly. Okay, we can go back to the testing section, run some tests. And as you can see right now, he chose the Ethereum, and he actually got the Ethereum price. And then he chose the Ripple, and he got the Ripple price. We can see in the testing section, that's why testing is so crucial, that we don't have any kind of those sentences are not separated. And let's just test again. Yeah, we fixed that. We actually don't have to redeploy it, but look at the context variables. How cool is that? We could see that a coin name, the last coin name that was used was Ripple. The coin ID was XRP. The URL requested is not shown here. Well, it's a back, but we've got URL response. So everything is so clear here. Without writing any kind of real code in your server, you can actually get the whole power of URL requests and responses. So let's open Berlin Coin once again. Open Berlin Coins. Okay.
What coin are you interested in?
Okay, I'm interested in Ripple.
The latest price of Ripple is $0.7455. What coin are you interested in?
Bitcoin.
The latest price of Bitcoin is $8,295.03. Say the coin name to get the price.
Okay, it's going to be Ethereum.
The latest price of Ethereum is $560.02. What coin are you interested in?
So as you can see, it's pretty awesome. I like it a lot. We put a lot of work in here, and you could experiment with this using this very cool action called get to URL. And as you can see, URL response is saved. So you can use this URL response in any step right here, right? Or you can use something like set context and like save it as another variable. For example, you could go ahead and say set context, and then you're gonna use the from. So I want to use this. I want to save it from URL response USD to something like variable with a name latest price. So I could use it, so it's going to be essentially shortcut for me. So I can use latest price and not this whole URL response dot USD and stuff like that. So I'm saving right now, and once again, open, or what coin I'm interested in. Okay, Bitcoin.
What is the coin you want?
Okay, Bitcoin.
The latest price of Bitcoin is $8,291.03.
As you can see, it works.
What is the coin you want?
Let's rerun the test to actually see that we introduced the new variable, and it's showing here in the testing section. Yeah, so this is it. This is so easy to make a URL response, get the URL requests and responses, and this is the coolest way that you can integrate the third-party APIs into your skills. And I'll see you in the next section. Bye bye, guys.